Halloween is my favorite holiday, and our street was dead on Halloween. And still, I started putting up decorations. Every year, add a few more to it. It really helps. But the biggest change came a little later in this video when you see what we do in the way we pass out the treats. It's super popular. Kids stop by and ask if we're going to be having Halloween. They really look forward to it. This is Dr. Shivers. This is one of my first investments. It's an animated robotic doctor.
Quick! I need a victim. No, I mean I need a guinea pig. No, I mean a patient. No, just somebody lie down and close your eyes.
Doctor's been around for 8 years. This is the first year that his mouth doesn't move. Sorry, doctor. All these headstones are made out of white styrofoam. Insulation board, you can glue the pieces together, cut out the letters with a soldering iron, and just spray paint them. I buy skeletons by the bag at our local big box store. They're easy to put away and take care of. The internet's where I found all the tombstone designs. This year is kind of a big year. We've got a few new items that I put out. It's going to be pretty good. We get a line that goes all the way to the end of the block down there by the stop sign. Maybe not quite that far, but pretty darn far. They come down the stairs, and what they find is a game. The game is played. The better they do at the game, the better their prize. They might only get a little hard sucker or a small chocolate bar, or they can win a giant chocolate bar. These are some new items I picked up. Hanging mummies. What's important is they go in a real small box. I love stuff that packs up small. Another item we added is right here at the end. I like this one. Do not push this button. The kids all have to push it. Cute, right? Okay, early trick-or-treaters. Some come early. They have a party to go to and they just want to play the game before they head on. So you can see how the game plays this year. This is a new game for us, and it was super fun to play. They teeter it around. There's only one ball that can fall in the hole. If the right ball falls in the hole, they win a big candy bar. The winners seem to get a lot of mileage out of their accomplishment. They really seem to be excited about it. When you have one of these games, and you'll see some more at the end of it, it's important that you have a way to control how many people win. Not that you're wanting to pick what kid wins, but you don't want to have too many winners of the big prizes and you run out of them, and you don't want to not have too few that they don't get excited. We go for about a 1 in 10 win rate. That means we have to have right around 30 big prizes. We have about 500 smaller candy bars, and some kids get 2, some get 1. We just don't know how many kids are going to come. These last few years, especially after COVID, there's been a lot. And one of the things, right after COVID, the parents started dressing up like the kids. It was really fun to see that the parents were getting involved in watching their kids have fun. It used to be that the parents just stood at the street. But now they get involved. You're going to see some parents with some very clever costumes. By the way, this game, it's mounted on springs in the center, so it's kind of it's more fun to play that way. And it's painted in ultraviolet paints, as is my wife's face, and above the game board are 3 black lights, so that it's a very weird looking game once it gets dark. Really a super fun year this year, having a new game. Watch till later, you'll see some of the other games we've made, just to get an idea of what you can make.
Go! Oh, very close, very close.
At this point, we set the timer to go off at 5 seconds. We started having too many winners at the beginning, and this became important to do. A little later, things changed and we extended the time to about 10 seconds. That's what I mean by you have to have control, something that gives you control.
Good job.
Better luck next time. Better luck next time. Okay. All right, ready?
It's very fun. It's very fun.
Yeah.
You get to pick one of these. Which one do you want? Don't pull it. I'll grab it. The Twix? The Twix? What do they look? Which one? Oh, this one. There you go, winner!
You can really see the crowd that we get. It's surprising every time. You know, this crowd's kind of going down the street a little bit, and the other houses in the area hardly have anybody stopping. This is our prize boards. Every year it's something a little different. We put it out. It's makes it fun for the kids. This is a year, you know, the dinosaur costumes were big. This is a dice game. You roll the dice. If you match, you win the prize. If you don't match. This one didn't have a control, but the dice alone made it pretty set. 1 in 6 would win, and we just adjusted the prizes for that.
Congratulations. You can go out this way.
Here's another board game we have. It's a long board, about 8 feet long. It has holes in it, but you want the ball to get all the way to the other end, and you teeter it from the high end here. You see the little cubes, black cubes? I have a couple extra of those in my pocket, and I stick them in where needed if there's too many winners, or I pop them off if there's too few. Okay, this year was my favorite year, but unfortunately there's no video of it. So let me describe what we did. On these steps here, we sat the little kids down. They'd come in groups. It worked pretty good that year. Nowadays, it's continuous flow and it wouldn't work. But we'd set down a group, and then here we set up a stage on a table with a black curtain that covered. And I was the MC. I stood in front and I announced to the kids that there was this show they were going to see, and the music would start playing. Once it would start playing, this is what they would see, but the stage version, not the rehearsals.
Bigger hands.
And grab the crotch, Catalina. Grab like Michael Jackson.
What you have here is a person behind the screen, and they're the arms. The person in front of the screen is using their arms as the legs. And what we learned right away during these rehearsals is coordinating the people that can't see what's going on to the people that can. It was really hard to do. Later on, you'll see a version where my daughter in the leopard skin had my wife's hands behind, and the two of them, they could do a mind melt somehow, and they were really good at theirs. But again, this is just the rehearsals. It's all I got on it. I want to redo it, but my daughter says no, too much work. It was hard on them. It was fun here at the beginning, but they were getting pretty grumpy as time went on.
If you want it, then you. If you want it, then you gotta put a ring on it. If you want it, then you gotta put a ring on it. If you want it, then you can put a ring on it.
Time for the gymnastics tournament.
Okay, so what you're getting ready to see is the actual performance of one of the characters, my wife and my daughter. This was reenacted the next day, so I had at least a full performance. So here you go. Well, from here on, I gotta stop the music. Apparently, you can't play a song that's copyrighted on YouTube. I guess I knew that might happen. So, anyway, after this performance is up, I've got just one more thing to show you. A buddy of mine, his name's Kirby, he decided he was going to do a haunted house in his front yard and driveway. Now, if you saw his front yard and driveway, it's not very big, and you'll be surprised what he was able to do. And here it is, Kirby's Haunted Gold Mine. Okay, here's the crew. On the left, Kirby, Tyler, his boy. On the far right, Polly, his wife. All the other kids are Tyler's buddies from school. That's the crew it takes to run this.
Oh my gosh. Well, it sounds like the coast is clear. All right. Here you go.
Okay.
Hi. Oh my God, look at that. That's good.
Hello, nothing to see here.
Hi there.
Make like a tree and get.
Where am I going? In here?
Press the red button!
What red button?
What is a miner's favorite dog?
Greyhound?
A golden retriever! You've arrived at the bottom of the mine.
Oh, that was yay!
Oh wait, there's still more.
Oh my God!
Pop up again, wherever you went.
Since this video's been on a Halloween theme, this is one of YouTube's weirdest rabbit holes that I found. Mental Martin. If you're going to watch his videos, make sure to start with one of the ones where you might learn something about digging a grave. You never know when such information's going to come in handy. It's anniversary. I flew halfway across the country to do the last service a son can do for his parents. Sorry I forgot the flowers, Mom, Dad. I'll bring him next time.